What's up, guys? Good morning. Um, let's get into the video. So today we did the real basics. We just did the push-ups and squats just to kind of, I don't know, no reason. I think squats and push-ups are great exercise, and doing them to failure is very good. Um, while editing this and seeing my form, there's a couple things I want to talk about. If you can see there's like a little bit of like a tilt at the bottom of my butt. And I did some research because I'm just looking at it and I'm feeling myself while I'm squatting. And I'm like, man, I feel like my spine should be neutral. But, at the bottom right there, it keeps curving. And, it says that that might have something to do with hip mobility and ankle strength and mobility. And it really resonated with me because the other night I was doing some ankle mobility exercises. And I haven't done those in a while, but I was just stretching and I was just putting my weight on my ankle in different ranges of motion and extending my range of motion. And it was very relieving after when I got up. I just felt so much energy coming from the bottom of my body. And obviously, that means my meridians were jammed. And, I think really focusing on my feet, this has been a revelation to really develop my ankles and get my ankles strong. And, I think that'll make me stronger as a person. So, getting my ankles stronger is definitely going to be a priority going forward. And we're going to be practicing that. What's up? Yeah, and then besides that, I'm really, really, really focused on this. I think I said it yesterday, but getting to this 160 mark, and we're starting slow. We're starting with just focusing on getting to 140. Um, and so, getting up every day and, you know, making a breakfast and having our smoothie. The way I like to do it is I wake up, I drink a smoothie and eat a handful of nuts. The smoothie is like strawberries, orange juice, black blueberries, some blackberries, and today I put some peaches in it. And that's always good. I need to start implementing some bananas. Uh, Bananas are really good. And then I have my breakfast after I work out. And I think an important part to all of this is just making sure that I'm eating 3 times a day. But I know how important those snacks are, and those snacks really define if you're in a caloric surplus or if you're a deficit. So if your goal with what you're doing right now is to lose weight, then you should be snacking a little less. And if you want to gain weight, then you should be snacking a little more and just keeping to those 3 meals, 3 to 4 meals, however you want. If they're bigger meals, do 3. If they're smaller meals, do 4. And yeah, I think another big priority is water. My water intake, I want to drink 3 of my 40-ounce water things every day. It'll help with my skin, it'll help with my cellular regeneration, and all of that.
Tao,
So,
grounding yourself philosophically. There are many styles of Taoism, for there have been hundreds of masters in each century. They have found varying but equally valid ways of gaining their insight, and so Taoism has evolved into an elaborate and sprawling school. It is a religion to some and a body of philosophy to others, or to many people in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and much of the rest of Asia, simply a conglomeration of superstitions. But there are common elements. When one searches to the very core of Taoism, it is possible to see that Taoism is eccentric, uninterested in dogma, and seldom concerned with deriving authority from higher powers. It is based on direct observation and relies on pragmatic appeal while addressing its constituents. Taoism declares that its beginnings are unknown, lost in history over 4,000 years ago. It probably had its earliest beginnings among nature worshippers and shamans. Early humanity found the world and the harsh elements unfathomable, and Taoism sought to deal with such frightening phenomena such as floods, storms, and natural disasters by integrating the human world with the natural one. Interestingly enough, Taoism never concentrated on dominating nature. They never thought this was possible. Instead, they tried to understand the principles within nature and harmonize with them. Early in Taoism's development, divination became an essential feature. On their most basic level, these systems were not so much methods for predicting the future as they were attempts to see into natural processes and events. The I Ching is the only main form of Taoism divination widely known today, and it takes an almost scientific approach to circumstances. It eschews any propitiation of gods or spirits. For the Taoists, the Tao in the flow of events was impersonal. They focused on understanding the principles behind that flow. They contemplated sky, earth, water, wind, thunder, mountains, lakes, fire, simple elements. But it was their understanding of such basic elements that led the Taoists to deep abstraction and great profundity.